The education system is a trick to deter people from the truth about what you really want, the truth that what you really want is what you really get.
Taking my creative ideas into putting them into a cohesive form for the world to see, that's really the goal. So thank you for helping me do that.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Mama, yeah, yeah. Oh, mama, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh,
Because your soul is the eternal God mind, the all that is and will ever be.
piano composer that's been pivotal in helping launch my music career in the show, in the band, and the 2 CDs and the radio show. He came and did the TV show for the song. So I say thank you to Robert for his compositional skill. To the holy ground, and the people are dancing, circling all around. The people are singing, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
If you want to deter, to steer everyone away from the truth that all you have to do is to want something really bad, and it will be given one day or another if you persistently want it.
Take a chance on romance and she dances in the wind and singing the night. Take a chance on romance and she dances and singing in the wind. So today I decided I was going to catch up with all the requests for this and that I had piled up in papers, and so I ended up spreading it all out and sent flyers and CDs and cards, and then I just drove to pick up some boxes, and I ran into a filmmaker and a videographer and a person who's really working to network a broadband free TV, media, film, and performing arts access to the world through using Western Mass as the pilot project. And he was looking for someone to do a test run with. And he's like, "You're the one."
Because you are a part of the God mind, and whatever it is that you want, all you have to do is to ask for it, and it will be given.
A little bit of lunch. I knew Andre was coming, but I thought, well, I think I should sit with this guy. It turns out I had been his midwife probably about, 27 years ago, maybe?
At his birth?
At his daughter's birth.
At his daughter's birth.
He goes, "You're not going to believe where my daughter is now." I said, "Well," she says, "Well, Ella, and she's in New Zealand, and she's working as a film graphic designer on The Hobbit's sequel. She's working for the state-of-the-art film industry of the whole world."
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And his
great.
other son is also in the film. So
What better way to deter everyone from such truth than to create an education system such as the modern one that we have in our school? Imagine sending someone to a school for as long as he or she knows themselves until they are physically and mentally fit. And when I say mentally, I mean programmed enough to be able to breathe free, or in other words, fight to themselves enough until truth can be no longer be remembered or lived. Yes, imagine going to school all of your life until fit enough to work. when it is time to work, a piece of paper called a degree is necessary in order to get the better jobs. Jobs that you don't really want, or jobs that does not require the truthful desires of yours or involve your potential really, or really involve your potential. And as far as your degree will go at the highest level, as far as the involvement of your potential will go at the highest level, are the ability to say yes or no to someone while you practice all that was given to you to practice, or better said, allowed for you to practice. Yes, back to school and work. The more paper to show your schooling that you have, the better your job, or the more you are allowed to say yes and no to the practicing of what you are given to practice, and something that you don't really love but ritualistically practice every day.
Where's this thing actually going to be when you guys are done with it?
It's a wall, makeshift wall for over there. You can see the bolts coming out of the concrete.
Okay.
Right. Because they hang tools and stuff on it, and the other stuff is just this flimsy stuff.
Right, right.
Something that you practice that does not involve your true emotions or your real true intelligence. The more school papers, the better your jobs and the way others are supposed to see you. The better your chances of sex and a relationship. And sex and relationship is a high part of the school program. The rest of your life will all be based upon the jobs that you have, or the jobs that you have had. From your rent, your apartment, your clothes, your car, your medical bills, to the nursing home you will go to. Shitting in your diapers while your debt is hastened in everywhere, with the drugs and emotional, mental, physical prison of nursing home lockdown.
Other side too.
That's the supervisor. His name is Andre.
Yes.
Crazy guy.
That's it, not too much. Okay.
Compared to you.
Alright, I'm just pick it up. Get a crowbar, get a crowbar.
That is Padilla, the genius behind this whole
some
movement at
flexibility.
this time.
Give me a crowbar. Where's the crowbar? I need a crowbar.
One's on the floor where we were working over there. Over there.
Excellent teamwork.
Excellent team.
Excellent teamwork. This guy's doing an incredible job.
Thank you.
Lee is
Thank you very much.
accomplishing a lot. Gonna make good in life.
No. If you all of your life see that the only way to live, or the way everyone else is living, is solely based upon their level of schooling and thus their jobs, if you see all the nice and beautiful people with the higher levels of education and works, if you see all the people that are able to say yes or no on the jobs, or better said, on the practice of the jobs, or the higher level educationers, then how can school and the things that they teach there not be the only reality? How can the punishments that teachers give to you for not following the program not be for your own good? can the only jobs available and all requiring school papers to show your programming and levels of programming not be the only reality there is? How can the jobs that gives you your weekly or bi-weekly paychecks that are only enough so that you will have to come right back the next week not be the only possible reality that there is? How can going to work every day of your life taking 2 weeks vacation per year not be the best and only way that life can be? Every punishment that your teacher gave to you for not following the program was and is not for your own benefit. Every chastisement your boss gave to you, or almost everyone, was not for your betterment or for your own good or for your own protection. They are, and along with a multitude of other examples, for your own enslavement and imprisonment. Every New Age books about love and peace and harmony are for your own enslavement and dulling down of your mind. Every religion and scientific theory, etc., are for your own enslavement and mental imprisonment. They are all prison walls to stop you from using your own mind in its purest and truest forms and to have desires that are truly yours. Having true desires that are of your own or thinking pure thoughts that are your own is a goal that may never be truly accomplished. Never. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received my Father. Now with this book, ask and it shall be given. Ask and it shall be given. Learning to manifest your desire. New York Times best-selling author Ether and Jerry Hicks, The Teaching of Abraham. Every word that you have ever learned from the time of birth is only lies. They are all black arts that will ensure your own imprisonment mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Alright.
Man, fight me, yeah, man.
Watch you going pop in neck. Everything you want. Watch you. I'm going pop in neck.
Man, fight me.
I'm going pop in neck on here. I'm going pop in neck. Watch it. Yeah.
Man, fight me, yeah.
Watch you. Don't find a pain now. Go on.
Yeah, go on, so big guy, man.
Any pay find me win.
Yeah, your party a murder you around here. You can't even eat. You can't eat, you can't do nothing.
Fast enough. You know what?
Yeah, you can't eat or you can't do nothing.
Sit there. Live or fight. What you know? What you know?
See that.
How much you have?
Yeah, the man them can't go more than once.
People start using their minds and truly facing their emotions without the new age and religious oh and what you must think and feel, then people would start observing and coming to the truth of what ways to create, how to go about their creativity and envisioning and creating new things that are not of this world or any other world that there is. If people start using their true mind without the enforcement of religions and the claptrap ways of thinking and the programming of how to think that their parents and near kin folks impose upon them since the day that they were born into this world. Then mind and thinking in its truest form is the great teacher that will allow even the knowing of the wisdom to overcome even death.
What did you want for this? What did you want for this?
Partner, what am I doing? Kill no?
It is the teacher that will teach even the wisdom and knowledge that can overcome any sicknesses.
You know, you just keep planting. Even if the weather shifts, you know, eat some fresh food every day. I ran into some people.
This is your garden, right?
Yeah. I went to the Women's Herbal Conference and I hadn't seen a woman in about, 6 years. Some people I hadn't seen in over 20. And one of the women said, Miriam, everybody's aging, but you're going backwards. What are you doing? I'm eating fresh food. And I'm living in something like this.
It is the teacher that will tell you how to create or invent something that has never existed in this world or any other world or universe before.
The 50s are starting to come out of the dirt. And then a friend of mine called me, Jay, and he says, hey, I'm here from New Mexico. I can come up for a visit in a couple days. And you know, I've been building these water wheel, meditation, altar, sacred places. I said, what's that? And he goes, yeah, you get the rocks and you put them in a circle and you make it look like a wheel. So he comes a couple days later, and this is what we did. We took this beautiful pile of rocks and moved them into this magnificent, prayerful-looking mandala.
It is the true expander.
I think this is a brandywine tomato.
It is the teacher that will make you omnipotent and omniscient, creating or uncreating whatever you want and whenever.
Even if you don't have a lot of land, you can grow food in a pot. Organic. It's so healthy and tastes good and doesn't cost a lot, and you get to eat home. I don't like eating out because sometimes you get a tummy ache. Sometimes you feel weird after you eat. You know what, I was thinking about this new song called the Happy Belly song. You know, happy belly, you know how that feels when you're happy and you get to eat the food and you know you're not gonna go, uh-oh, why did I do that? If you eat your own home-cooked food, you rarely you're always gonna have a happy belly.
Creating whatever you want whenever and however.
Damn right, I love it.
This is the real fish season, all purpose. Everything we can think about natural from Jamaica. We have everything blended up in it. We have
This is the good part right
Let me
here.
tell you one more we have blended up in this jar. We have scallion, garlic, pepper, pimento seed, right? Thyme, everything we natural we can think about we grow in the island. We have in this blend up. Onion, everything, all of them things they nice, man. Yeah, and then we have
It is the teacher that will teach you to have whatever emotions that you want, however much or whether you want emotions that exist in this world or in other world or never existed before. Take care then that what you create is more of your truest desires and not so much outside influence, because only then can you truly create.
when I seal the end, so it stop the juice and run out.
Yeah.
Seal the end, it stop the juice and run out. And you fold it one time and then two times. It's simple. One time, two times, simple. I will put it there, so. Left it there, so.
How far do you make a day from there?
To Manchester, man.
Manchester?
Yeah.
Okay, pour us?
Yeah, man. That's the same spot.
The same spot there. Look at that thing that's cool, you know. In him dead, I answer you. I get it from here. I get it from here. I answer this. What do you get work for this? What do you get work for this?
Partner, what am I do? Kill or no?
Or if you create war, then they may not affect you because war is not where you are heading, or at least not in the form of war as we know it.
In him dead, I answer you. I get it from here. I get it from here. I answer this. What do you get work for this? What do you get work for this?
Partner, what am I do? Kill or no?
Truth.
You mash up the damn no, but I mash up the damn no. When you want to push in damn no, you mash up, you know. Make me tell you, one, you must play this.
Alright.
When you want to push in damn no, you can blah blah blah.
I'm showing out two with it.
I'll start pack.
Showing out two of them with it.
The web requires the shutting up of mouths when there is any conflict between people. This even go as far as reporting any conflict to the law, court, police, or in case for work to your superior, boss, supervisor, etc. This is a great way of ensuring you bite your tongue or you hand over the ability to solve conflict to the pyramid. Once you hand over any ability to think, you cannot or will not have the resonant vibration of frequency to truth or to the wealth of truth in the Akashic record.
And like me say, we have to think in terms of good and bad only because I salt water in the ocean. Without the salt water in the ocean, well, I know we wouldn't think in terms, things not have to be good and bad. When something happens, you know, if you have to blood clean, you know, say, the person is bad, and if, say for instance, with the law, a person do a person something bad. When you think in terms of only good and bad, the way more than likely you're going to look upon you and say, you have to punish the person and say, no, do it again. You understand? Or the person deserves punishment because this justified, this is the law. And so you have to give the person whatever punishment the person deserves. But without the salt water in the ocean, you probably would have seen things in another way. Say, the person do the thing bad because of the person destiny that. And the person can control himself so much as something deeper in the implicate order, something deeper in the cosmomative, animative, and that only happen if something else catalyzed or something else happen or something else happen or something.
In the deep ocean of knowledge where all truth is.
Big buckler, smearing up for the original one guy, yeah.
Mayo, move from yesterday, man. Move from yesterday about Smyrna. Move from yesterday. Boy. Boy. Smyrna. Yeah, boy. Listen, all him drink is wine cooler. That's the only thing he drinks is wine cooler. All him drink is wine cooler. Everybody here drink. No, look it. Everybody here drinking. Look what he's over here drinking. Look what he's over here drinking.
Give him a Pepsi, I'm rum before I
So to make your own judgment, for you are God, and any moment of truth or freedom is the frequency resonance of somewhere in the heavenly kingdom of God immediately. This is when you can make your own judgment and tell who and whatever where in hell they must go or who to reside with. This is the heavenly kingdom that even the Bible talks about which however is not in the future. And even if it is in the future is right now, here on earth, right where you are right now.
Oh, mama, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
Back to the pyramidal control. If at any time you do not express the truth to the individual with which you have a conflict, you immediately restrict yourself from the higher places in the kingdom of God.
How can you fire someone for just winking at you? I was just complimenting you on your job. That's
Accepting the truth to yourself, a higher frequency resonance than any lie, however expressing it is even a much higher frequency resonance, much closer to God or to even be God himself or herself. Within is tormented soul. And he is becoming aware of another feeling creeping into his restless spirit. This is a feeling he has never before known in his life. Fear, pure naked fear, which tear his heart apart like so many vultures tearing a dead dog on the street.
now come smell.
It's so come. Him a come feet, man. Him so come.
I'm getting a diploma here. Over damn it, no. I'm getting the next diploma.
Not accepting the truth, of course, not expressing the truth, will only harbor hatred and isolation. Frequency resonance that are necessary to keep you in the flames.
You flipped them already?
Yeah, man. What your name?
You're right to tell you Olive Berry.
Alright, Olive Berry from Jamaica.
Oh my god.
It's a real Olive Berry.
A real Olive Berry.
You feel me, friend?
You really are looking at me. Shut up.
Just crowd good, man. Not pay him no mind.
Dirty slut. When I catch you, I will kill you so slowly. You will wish for death a million times before you actually die. I promise. To God, I promise. Don't express yourself and make your own judgmental decision or analyze for yourself and see how others will respect and revere the silence of your inner hatred, while even sometimes projecting the same inner covetousness, the frequency resonance of isolation which best serve the controllers or the devil. And not necessarily devil as any real devil, but instead the barriers that restrict your redemptive pathway to the kingdom of heaven.
Play with your mind and emotions. I know I'm a work of art. Sometimes I feel lonely and even helpless, but then I look in the mirror and see I'm just being selfish.
is a frequency resonance of mutual understanding in honesty and truth toward others, which can only be or best be achieved through first an expression by you to the others or by them to you, and not by any outside forces, police, judge, etc. Try and truthfully express yourself and see what the web will do to you, or will make you think is happening to you. And when I say web, I'm talking about the planet Saturn. Saturn. Liar, liar, liar. They lie for a living. The New Age movement is a lie. Lie, lie, lie. As David Icke says, and lie will knock your soul out of your body. And if your soul is out of your body, then how can you see any truth? If you cannot see any truth, then how can you be set free? The New Age movement is a lie, a big lie, mixed with little bit of truth. I read as many New Age channeling books and teaching as I can get my hands on, and friend and learn the ways of as many New Agers as I can, and learn their ways, analyze their ways, and have come to the conclusion that they are all a bunch of liars, intentionally and skillfully working at the foundational level, intentionally and skillfully working to entrap and steal and drain to death as many souls as they can. To entrap and steal and drain to death as many souls as they can. And the dead that I am talking about are the designers, whoever or whatever they are. And I must come to the New Agers that are teaching the appreciate religious dogma. You all know yourself. Appreciate. Even when there is nothing there to appreciate, find something, no matter how little, to appreciate. Then you mean lying to yourself. And you say yes because your thoughts create your reality. You say that the universe does not know what you want, but only knows to give to you what you are thinking. But I say no, the universe knows exactly what you want. It is you and you are it, the all-knowing God that is and will always be. The universe knows exactly what you want, whether you are thinking it or not. You can lie to yourself as much as you want. The universe knows the truth because it is you and you know the truth. Well, your truth.
Dance with me tonight. All the last moon crystals, all the forest,
And you know that there is nothing. Well, when there is nothing in something for you to appreciate, you say, or better said, you teach that the universe, God, will always give you what you are thinking, whether you want it or not. For you are God, and you are the universe, the all-knowing, and what you give your thinking to is what will happen to you, one way or another, sooner or later. then if you are God, the universe, and that which is true in which you teach, giving people the hope that if you tell such empowering truth, then everything else that you teaches must be true. Yes, then if that which you teach, telling the people that they are God, that they are the universe, then my question to you, then how comes the universe, God which is you, the people, you yourself who only know the deep, true emotional feeling, who knows the truth that you don't like or appreciate something, don't know what you want but only knows what you are thinking and will only give and must give that to you? Sounds to me like you only want the people to live in fear, to live in constant fear, and therefore not think for themselves, but think only in the way that you want them to think. How can they come to true understanding and realization if they don't think things through with their own thought and truthful emotions based upon how they feel, if they only focus on what they want, leaving what they don't appreciate unattended to? Sound to me like you have an agenda to screw the people over while they look away from the truth, while you give them the aim of money and their fearful lacking of not having the material nonsense you offered in your lectures and teachings to them.
You mash up the damn no, but I mash up the damn no. When you want pushing damn no, you mash up, you know. Make me tell you, one, you must play this time.
Alright.
When you want pushing damn no, you can blah blah
I'm showing you two with it.
I'll start pack.
Showing you two of them with it.
While they ignore the things that you want them to ignore, when those which they ignore are the agendas that you want to accomplish for your own selfish ends.
Yeah, first drop. Watch out. My cup still full up. What is it?
Cheer me.
I'm never eat. I'm hungry. I'm go there and go waste. You know what I say? Go, they done.
New York Times best-selling author Ether and Jerry Hicks, The Teaching of Abraham. So that you are free to accomplish your goals without their interference. You must be loving and anticipating the 100 monkey syndrome. That one idiot will pass your soul-stealing message quickly on to another, and that they who are affected will pass it on to others, who will all pass it on to others, so that you can own the world, a world of idiots who you can control and laugh at. You say that everyone is God. And so I say, if this is truth, which I have no doubt, then they all know what they truly want, whether they think it or not. What you want is what the universe, the all-knowing, knows and will give to you, not what you are thinking. You teach that there can be no desires without equal unwanted proponents, but that you must never think or give your attention to the unwanted negative emotions, but that you must only use the unwanted desires as a guide to what you want. A great truth to that, in fact, one of the only truth in that which you teach. You teach that as soon as what you don't want comes up into your mind, you know what it is that you truly want, and that you must hurry up and not think about what it is that you don't want, or else the more you think about it, the faster it is going to happen. So hurry up and give your attention to what it is that you want. Sound to me like you don't want people to fully explore and understand what it is that they do not like or that they do not want, so that they can fully understand what it is that they truly desired and want. If people do not fully and deeply think about what it is that they do not want, then how can they come to any serious and meaningful awareness to that which they do not want and that which they truly desire and want? If it is not the thoughts that creates the reality, because the thoughts are just thoughts, it is the wanting, the knowing that you want something that gives the options of choices for you to make and your actions toward what it is that you want that creates your reality. It is only the action that you take right this now that creates any reality. It is the choices that you make or take based upon the options that your thoughts offer that is important, and not your thoughts itself. Your thoughts can only offer choices of wants and unwantedness, but it is only what it is that you truly want that will be accomplished or given, and not what you are thinking. Your thoughts are just awareness to present numerous and unlimited pathway to whatever you are thinking, and the choice is always there. You can always go whichever way that you want. Only the choice that you make right now is real and of any relevance. There is no future, only right now, so thrive for the happiest or the best. You know what is best for you, and remember that others are all a part of you, so do a little kindness, bring joy in others, and when they are happy, you are happy as well. We humanity, the world can all live forever. We can live for as long as we want, but first we must eliminate the teachings, the practicing, the living, the knowledge of sequential time, or at best understand that it is just the creativity of the mind of man, just like a shoes or a t-shirt. And just like a t-shirt can get old and be destroyed, so too can the understanding of time. Because we have night and day, there must be time, or time must be real. Because we have yesterday and tomorrow, time must be real. Because we have the past, last year, and the future, next year, then time must be real. Because we have summer, winter, autumn, and spring, then how can there be no time? Eliminate the word past, yesterday, any word that make things appearing to give the illusion of time. Eliminate the word tomorrow, next year, next hour from any language and teach of the now. Or better said, live as if what had just happened didn't just happen, but is the same thing that you are doing right now. Picture what just happened as a still frame picture, and it is just a still frame picture, but picture what just happened as a still frame picture that is the same still frame picture that you are seeing now, or that you are right now, with just a changing of the electrical frequency reading inside of your head. The example temperature in your head changing, and all of this is just the same now. Not the first picture or second picture frame, but the same picture frame. Not what it was before or yesterday or a while ago, but what it is now and has always been. Not what it will be tomorrow or next year, but what it is and will always be. The one and the same, free from the fake knowledge of sequential time and the line restricting harmful, dangerous words that associate with time, which as before and after, such as whenever, past, present, future, yesterday and tomorrow, and the many others, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Just know and accept that all is right this year and right this now, without the existence of any time sequence or material difference, but all are one and the same, with just a changing of frequency vibration inside of you, and not just inside your brain and head either, but inside all of you, just like the changing of temperature, like hot or cold, high or low inside of your head, or even truer inside of you. And what causes the change of frequency inside of you? And remember that the change of frequency is like a change of temperature. It is the words. The words imprinted in your memory from our birth to our death. The words that we were taught from our birth, such as night and day, yesterday and tomorrow, 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, 4, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, number 1, 2, 3, 4, summer, winter, autumn, spring. $1, $2, $3, 4, 1 penny, 2 penny, 3 penny, 4. Let us teach our children something new, something different, so that they can guide the next generation into the future of a golden age. Let us teach our children from birth that night and darkness is the same daylight, that over there is the same over here, that Africa is the same America, that Syria is the same America, that Europe is the same America, that China is the same America, that Japan is the same America. They are all one and the same. That the people in Africa are the people in America, that the people in China are the people in Europe, Japan, South America, and North America, that the people in the Middle East are the people in the North Pole, and the same people in the inner Earth, and the moon, and the planet Venus, and Mercury, and Saturn, and Jupiter, and out there in the Orion belt, the Draco star system, and all other stars, that the planet and the earth, the sun and the stars are all one and the same. One and the same energy frequency, all one and the same place and thing. All just the same still picture frame that you or they can change inside their heads. And I say their heads because that is how they or we speak. But in truth, they or we can change inside of us the way the picture frame look right now. It is just a matter of the desired words that you use and harbor inside of you. Let us eliminate the words and false knowing, however true it may seem, or sequential time. For even if getting something done will take 100 years, with the elimination of sequential time, that 100 years will always be right now. And you can look and feel the same for that 100 years or even 300 years in order to get the task done. No sequential time, so that 100, 1,000, 2,000,000 years is all the same now and eternity. How can we better eliminate the false illusion of time? Or how can we better understand the false illusion of time? Here comes the missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle. The missing piece that is gone for so long. The missing piece that we need in order to finish the puzzle and return to the golden age. Love, unconditional love, is the missing piece. What is unconditional love? Saying unconditional love or practicing unconditional love can be dogmatic and lying, enslaving, entrapping as the false and fake illusion of time, and even a gazillion times worse. It is not the unconditional love for others that is important. It is the unconditional love for yourself. A long time ago, and that same long time ago is the same now. A race of E.T., and the race of E.T. is yourself. Give, and the give is give to humanity, a knowing called Christianity, so that humanity can understand unconditional love. But another race of E.T., which is also humanity ourselves, twist and contort Christianity into manipulated dogma, lies, and is still doing it right now, telling humanity to love others unconditionally. But how can you love someone or something that is hurting the crap out of you? Isn't this unconditional love, in the sense not love but instead sadness and degradation? Isn't it only reasonable to rise up like a lion and stand up for yourself, for only such defenseful actions can raise in your emotions the best knowledge of what to do and say that can lead to any better or uplifting frequency, just like temperature, in order to get you where you want to go in your quests or tasks. Unconditional love in this sense would be a complete lie, and any lie at all will not allow you to expand in any useful or beneficial means. Any unconditional love in this abusive sense is a futuristic thing that is not now and will never come. In a situation as this, it is unconditional love for yourself, the freedom and ability to think this through, and find the thoughts and emotions to overcome the actions of the perpetrators that is hurting you or that are hurting you, by trying to keep you in low emotional vibrations such as sadness, and pleasing them over yourself. The manipulators of Christianity want you to have others dogmatically and unconditionally, while they are loving themselves and hurting you. When you please them over yourself, a consequence of the dogmatic and conditional love. Love them unconditionally because Jesus or some new age idiot tells you that you have to love unconditionally, so to break the bonds and not have the same situation karmatically reoccurring in your life again. Don't hate them. Don't feel angry. Don't feel defensive, because those are the works of the devil, and that is sinful. Anton Lavoie and the other Satanists do it, and they kill people and are bad. All lies to deter you from truth. The only thing that will set you free and make you understand the now and time in its true sense. Telling people to love unconditionally is only a way to get people to fall for a dogma. And what is a dogma? A dogma is only a decoy to stop you from thinking for yourself, to stop you from analyzing your experiences and coming to conclusions for yourself based upon your own knowing, evaluations, and understanding of truth. Thinking for yourself, scrutinizing every corner and crevice of everything is the only way for you to go towards happiness, which can only be found when one comes to the truth, your own truth. This is the ultimate gateway to understanding all and eternity, the golden world.